don't get it.
Let me guess. I'm dead weight? Well, you can
That's
shove
not
it.
it, Nero.
What is it then?
He's your father!
What?
I had the feeling the first time I saw you, but I just wasn't sure. And then I saw how the Yamato reacted. And I was certain. He's your father.
Alright, rise and shine YouTube, my name is Tsele, and one of the biggest surprises in Devil May Cry 5 was the scene when Dante revealed to Nero who his father really was. So in this video I wanted to gather and discuss all the subtle clues from DMC 4, pointing the signs of Dante realizing that Nero was Vergil's son. Of course that was never directly mentioned in any of the scenes, and that makes sense cause realistically I'm sure devs didn't know how the development of the series would go and if they would have been able to continue it. Well, also story-wise, as Dante explained in DMC 5, at the beginning he wasn't 100% sure, and it was after he saw how Yamato reacted with Nero when he became certain. But even after that, it wasn't the easiest thing to say, therefore he kept the secret to himself. That was until Vergil came back and Dante saw Nero's intentions to go after him wanting revenge, when he was forced to reveal the truth in order to stop Nero from doing anything reckless.
Now he needs an ass kicking. But I can't have you go kill your old man.
So in number 1, Dante here is starting to get an idea of who Nero might be after the end of the fight in Fortuna Castle. So Nero throws the rebellion and stops Dante, then seconds after he wakes up, Nero asks, "You aren't human, are you?" And he replies, "We are the same, you and I, although I suspect you carry something different from the others." So here I can't really say with certainty, since it is not quite clear if the connection has been made on Dante's behalf as of yet, but for sure he noticed and is really impressed with Nero's abilities without knowing the origins, of course. Now someone can ask, what about the white hair? Well, that's a really good point, since the white hair in the series indicates Sparta/Eva bloodline, though unfortunately Dante never mentioned anything about it in either DMC 4 or 5, and therefore I can't really take it as solid evidence. By the way, Nero vs Dante is still one of my favorite scenes in the entirety of the series. Now clue number 2 comes after the second time meeting, where by the end of the fight Dante, seeing Nero's potential with Yamato, realized that there's a connection with Vergil because of the way Yamato was behaving while in Nero's possession, especially after seeing his devil trigger unlocked. So even though he didn't know him, and more importantly about his intentions, Dante, following his instinct, decided to entrust the powerful sword to Nero after saying, "It's gotta stay in the family." Now back then I thought Dante said that cause he just meant, since that was my brother's sword, you have to return it to me in order to stay in the family. But now that we know who Nero is, we can really see the true meaning behind it and why Dante said it. Therefore, this can now be interpreted as, because he gotta stay in the family and I sense that there's a really strong connection with you and my brother Vergil, that means you are family too, and since you need it, you can keep it.
Then keep it.
Again, at this point someone can ask, how did Dante feel that there was a connection with Vergil? Here's my explanation. So initially it's the fact that both Dante and Vergil are fighting since they were kids, meaning each knows by heart the released aura of the other primarily while Devil Trigger is activated. Now Nero, being Vergil's son, of course shares some of the same aura, especially while holding Yamato. Moreover, and presumably the most important, is the fact that Dante and Vergil are identical twins. Going a bit deeper, for those that don't know, identical twins come from the same egg. This makes them having duplicate copies of genetics. That goes a long way in establishing a common bond at a truly biological level. So unlike any other typical sibling connection, twins tend to be a lot closer, sharing a bond so strong that is oftentimes unexplainable. Having those things in mind, and knowing that Nero shares some of the same DNA with Vergil, that explains why Dante, after the end of the battle, when asked from Trish if he was sure about letting Nero go, replied with,
"Yeah, I figure he can bear the burden."
Lastly, in the game's finale, the "I had my reasons for helping" says it all and connects everything together, since Dante here is 100% sure that Nero is Vergil's son, and the reason he provided his aid was even though there was always feud and fights between the two brothers. Recalling what I said previously about twins, Dante's care for Vergil never stopped despite what happened between them, thus helping Nero was just like he was helping his own brother. The statement about Dante's care can be clearly seen on many scenes in DMC5, with biggest example being this here.
Wait! Where are you going?
We need to sever the Clifod roots from the underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come back.
Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep an eye on your old man.
For sure, it wasn't necessary for both brothers to go cut the roots of the Clifod from the underworld, but in an attempt to hide his care and desire to help Vergil for egotistical reasons, Dante sarcastically says to Nero that the only reason he is going is to take care of Vergil just in case he couldn't handle it, and also to finish once and for all their eternal fight. Man, it took 10 whole years to get answers by making these connections, as I was always wondering why on earth Dante was so tolerant towards Nero, especially the second time they fought, and also why at the very end he gave him the Yamato so willingly. Just like Nero said, Dante seemed like he was just been playing him from the beginning. Well, it took extremely long time, but at least now we know what Dante saw in Nero, why he behaved the way he did, and why he offered his help in the first place.
Don't sweat it. I had my reasons for helping. Take care of yourself.
There you have it, guys. That was all I had in today's video. Let me know if I missed anything, write your own thoughts down in the comment section, and let's have a discussion. Also, don't forget to drop a like and consider pushing the red button for more gaming content that is coming very soon. I really hope that everyone's gonna have an amazing day or night, whatever we're going to do, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!
I'm not letting you die!